Any key insights to your assessments with Team USA that you care to share?
I just gave you some of the best insights right there. No, they're already going to throw me off the team right now. No, okay, so no. I think the key from watching these young ladies, which, like I said, they're amazing, is I think there's a million ways to skin a cat. So know your strengths. Whatever your strength is, don't just work on your weakness. Keep working on your strength. You want to be the best in the world at something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing how they are. Number two is remember that if you're a great softball player, but an okay athlete, you're going to lose when you meet a great athlete who's a great softball player. Okay. So if your whole idea is, I'm just going to focus on softball and I'm not going to work on athletic skills, you're going to lose at some point. You're just not going to get to the highest level, because we actually test these girls, not only their softball skills, but we check their athletic skills. And I'm telling you, it's insane. Like, if we look at their velocities, their pelvic velocities, trunk velocities, I don't compare them to softball. We're comparing them to MLB averages, right? I mean, these young ladies, like we had Haley she is an absolute freak on that team. I mean, I think I know she probably won't care. I'll pull it up right here. She jumped. We looked at her vertical jump. I don't have to pull on the screen. I just want to look it up so I can tell you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to shortchange her. We checked her vertical jump. She jumped, where are we at? 28 inches,
Wow.
which average MLB vertical jump is 27. Right. Just so looking at like power output, like how big is the engine? These young ladies are incredible. Right. So looking at athletic development. So if you want to play softball at the highest level and you want to get into college, please don't just work on baseball drills. Work on your athletic skills. The more powerful you are, you have a better advantage. Like an example, remember I told you I got started really in golf with the Titleist, and the CEO brought me their son at 9 years old, Peter Uline, who's on the PGA Tour now. Peter was, because he was kind of around us all the time and people like us, we were always like, we're going to turn you into a great athlete and a golfer, right? Now, when he was 21 years old, went to Oklahoma State, he got to the finals of the U.S. Amateur, which is the biggest event in golf. And in the finals, I'll never forget this, on the first tee, he was playing against this other kid in the finals. It was a long par four. First hole, the other kid tees off, hits it like, 280 yards, which is pretty good, really far down there. Peter got up there and hit it almost 400 yards. I mean, he hit it almost 100 yards past the other kid. And you could just see the other kid's face. He kind of looked over and was like, I can't win. And you know what the answer is? You're right. He couldn't win. Like, so Peter won. It was like, you just cannot give that advantage to other players at a later life and at a later date. So when you're young, that's the best time in the world to develop speed, power, athleticism. As you're older, that becomes harder. Trust me. Except I'm an older guy. So I don't want to say it's easier to develop skill at a later age, but it is actually easier to develop. So if there's certain skills, like I can't throw a screwball, we can teach you that in your 20s, right? It's really hard to teach you athletic skills in your 20s. Even 20s are old. So you want to develop those athletic skills on top of your softball skills, and then you'll look like what we saw when we looked at Team USA. Incredible athletes with incredible softball skills. The problem is I see so many young girls out there that we go look at, and I'm like, everything looks pretty, but she's got no engine.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.